Ladies and gents, upon talking with this feather guy after the interview, I found out some interesting stuff, and he would like to share a story with you guys way back when the internet was still fresh and new, when the cartoon Danny Phantom was really popular. So, and I wasn't around at that time, so I'm interested. So, Maddie, please tell me your story.
Okay, so this is a story about how forgive me if I sound like I'm plugging like I'm pretty full of myself and all sorts of stuff. I've never shared the story with anyone before.
This is about you anyway, so go on ahead.
Oh, okay. So when I first started drawing art was when I got into my first fandom. This was back when my first fandom that I got into was Kim Possible when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally went like batshit crazy for that show. I became the fan that you see sometimes that's really obsessed, and they make Mary Sue original characters, and they write fan fictions and all that kind of stuff. I was looking back on that now, I was a really sick in the head.
Come to think about it, your art kind of looks like Impossible.
What does?
Your art kind of looks like Impossible.
Yeah, that's the thing, because back when I first started drawing, I was drawing Impossible fan art, and the way I can't even believe I'm saying this, but how I would draw it, because I didn't have the internet at the time, I just had TV and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally record the episode that was playing on a VHS when VHS were still around, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Record a VHS, replay it, and when I would want to draw it, I would literally pause a certain scene and then draw whatever character, would it be Kim or Ron or whoever, on the screen on my piece of paper. So literally trace it. That's how much of a shit I was. And and it wouldn't stay paused for long. After maybe 10 minutes, it would unpause. I'd have to go back, rewind, and pause at the exact moment when I did, and continue drawing.
What kind of VHS player do you have that does that?
Well, it's the thing. I would record it on VHS, and then I would play it, and then I would play it like a regular VHS, and then I would pause the VHS.
Wait, so you didn't record it on a VHS and then played the VHS itself?
No, yeah, that's what I did. I recorded it on a VHS.
And you played it on the VHS and it pause.
I would pause it.
Okay, so
get a still frame.
Okay, so what? Okay, what is going on with Google? Why is it? My phone's right next to me, and it just the Google Voice thing opened. Okay.
Oh.
But going back to what we're saying here, your VHS player could not pause for 10 seconds?
No, it would pause for 10 minutes, but then after 10 minutes it would unpause, because I guess they wouldn't be able, the way it was made, it couldn't pause for the longest time.
Well, okay, yeah. Let's move on with this whole thing. So what was the internet even like back in the day? Was it just oh my god, DA! Oh wow, DA!
Yeah.
You were on there.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious to see what your old art looks like.
Oh, please don't look at it.
Okay,
please.
Okay.
Mine's still on there, and I had enough heart attack looking at it on there.
Okay.
But so that's when it started from. I would literally trace what I would saw, and I would create this stupid character, and would draw pictures and pair him with Kim all the time, and
was it your original character Blim Blossable?
No, it was.
I'm sorry.
I think I named him. Oh, okay. So I named him Draco or something like that, because I was into dragons. And then the weirdest thing happened. I'm like, okay, well, I like dragons. So this is 13-year-old me talking. So I'm gonna make him so he can turn into a dragon. And then the year after that happened, American Dragon J-Clone came out, and I'm like, what? Okay.
This is awesome.
And so I would keep drawing it, I did fanfics. I literally remember sitting at my computer in the living room, doing at least I did I think a total of 5 novel fanfics of this shit. and one of it was based on Kingdom Hearts 2, because I had Kingdom Hearts 2 at the time, and I was so into that. And I literally would did it word for word, and oh my god, I'm ashamed just talking about it.
This
but
is
moving
beautiful,
on.
But I don't want to laugh at your shame.
Oh no, you can laugh all you want. It's I'm ashamed that it even happened. But so I keep going. I draw all this stuff, and then I made my first DeviantArt account, and I would literally scan my artwork because I used to draw on paper. I would scan it, go on this copy of Photoshop that I pirated, like really, really old Photoshop, and like fill it, like use the fill the fill tool and fill it with color. And we looked like the shittiest thing in the world. But I was so proud of it. And I posted.
Recolors.
Like just fill it with the colors I need. I wouldn't like use the brush tool or whatever. I would just fill. And it would look like something done in MS Paint. And I would post it and I would feel happy about it. And then I think after a while, when the series got canceled and stuff like that, we ended. I'm like, okay, well, I lost interest. And then Danny Phantom came on. Danny Phantom really started gaining popularity, and this is when, the internet, the whole fandom on the internet thing was really starting to bloom. And Danny Phantom was like huge. This was like when you went on DeviantArt back then, it was literally huge. You would find like as much. The perfect analogy is Danny Phantom was the My Little Pony of that day.
Oh, right.
Those days.
Really?
Yeah, it was that bad, and I was a part of it. I was like the creepy, weird fan guy who would draw OCs and like mock the style and stuff like that.
Tickle art.
And none of that stuff. I wasn't into that fetish stuff. Like
Okay.
I never drew not safe for work stuff back then. Which
I mentioned that because for some reason there was an overabundance of Tickle fan art.
Oh well, there is, and there's there's ships that shouldn't happen. But anyway,
Yeah.
Draw that kind of stuff, and it would still come to the point of me like I would, at least for Danny Phantom, when I had the internet, I would print out like screen caps of the different episodes, and I would like literally trace like this is me tracing things.
Hey, at least it's more practical.
It is more practical, but like looking back at it now, I'm like, wow, I was such a little shit back then, and I would pass it off as my own art, and it just kept spiraling, but I thought it like back then stuff like that, if people liked it. I don't know why. Like I look back at the comments, I'm like, wow, people actually like this stuff, and I think after a while I stopped doing art after that. Like I think something happened. I honestly can't remember. I remember I quit DA, or I think I was banned or something like that. I honestly forgot what happened. I think I was banned, but I was banned for like something. I think I was like, there's someone said I was trying to scam them or something like that. I'm like, okay.
Scam?
And then,
what?
like, I remember I got banned for some weird reason. I have no idea why, but like it wasn't for anything bad. Like I think it was like someone like he said she said kind of thing. So then I was banned, and I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna give up this drawing thing. And and then look where I am now.
Yeah.
Like if you compared my art now to my art back then, it's crazy the improvements. And this is for anyone who's listening to this. If you like do any of that stuff, if you're a major fan who traces screen caps or makes Mary Sue original characters, or is basically anything like what you just heard, that's not the end. Like you may seem like that now, but as long as you keep going, you make yourself bloom as an artist, get out of your comfort zone, take different steps, draw different things, you'll get a lot better. I mean, there's no I will never get better, I will never get out of this rut or anything like that. The greatest things start from like the littlest things. That sounds like a really stupid thing to say, but
no. In fact, tracing can be a good way to practice from reference. Just don't make it like legit art.
Exactly. Like if you trace something like legitimately, like you trace it and even like make it the same character and just recolor it, that's not right. That's stealing. But like for example, I've done this a few times. No one knows this, but I've done this a few times. If I'm struggling with a pose, like I'm really, really struggling with a pose, I'll look for the poses on some other artworks and I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll look at that and kind of like go from there and kind of, make that pose my own. I won't copy it directly, but I'll kind of make that pose my own.
Well, you're using reference.
Exactly. I mean, you're not directly just tracing the whole thing and then tracing the character and then tracing where all the shadows are and blah, 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 and all that sort of stuff.
Also, can I mention my childhood sort of,
sure,
since you mentioned yours? I used to cross over SpongeBob with Satan, so that was something. And then Sonic and... No. First it was Sonic, and then Star Wars, and then I made him fight Satan, and I made him the greatest hero of all time. So, That was
Okay,
something.
I thought you meant
I didn't draw, but I just daydreamed all this crap, and it was glorious.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you crossed SpongeBob with Satan. I'm like Satan, SpongeBob shit.
I did that to be. I said that at first to be funny because back in the day I was huge into Christianity because God is good. Happy. I was a huge fan of the good versus evil, the final big ass Armageddon battle. So
Yeah.
and for some reason I thought SpongeBob would be the leader of good. And it was nuts. I was into Nightmare Before Christmas, Sonic.
Were you one of those? Were you one of those Sonic fanboys that apparently still exist today?
Oh my gosh, no. But I did have a recolor character.
Okay. To be honest, I did too, but I think I only kept it for like one.
Yeah, mine was in the Sonic recolor, and I had it's just like, but then all of a sudden a YouTube pooper noticed me because I made a rant on YouTube poop. He did a YouTube poop on one of my videos, and then he did fan art, quote unquote, of my character.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh! You know Froggy Company?
No, but
Froggy?
What? Why do I remember something like that?
You remember Froggy?
Froggy's ringing a bell, but I remember a YouTube pooper doing like something with SpongeBob, and they're like this person kept annoying them or something like that, or I forget what it was.
Okay,
maybe it's someone else.
But yeah, the guy that pooped me and did an fan art of me is now Froggy in HD, and he's a Froggy with fries. He's a talented artist now. He doesn't do much YouTube poops anymore.
Let me see, Froggy. Oop.
Froggy with fries. His artwork is rad, and
this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an interview with him and catch and talk about stuff.
Well, it looks like the only thing you're gonna ever talk to him about is gonna be, what it looks like, because lately all he's drawing here is like giant butts and things. Which is not a problem. If he wants to draw butts, draw butts.
Yeah, he draws whatever he wants, and like, oh my gosh. But yeah, when I was a kid, I crossed over SpongeBob with Sonic in my head, anime, Sonic, Star Wars. It was nuts, and I was so happy.
I know. I mean, a lot of people are like I've seen people down on themselves these days about, because I'm a big fan of nerd, I'm not going to get anywhere and stuff like that. That's totally not true. You, like, I can't really think of a really annoying fandom right now.
Steven Universe?
Well, I wouldn't say that just because like I haven't seen much of the annoying. I've only seen most of the good.
Oh, good.
Oh god, I can't really think of any. But any fandom really. I mean, you can get a lot of good stuff just as long as,
Yeah. People will like the stuff that you will end up not liking. Like I drew a picture of Pinkie Pie, and which I didn't like, but some people did, so I deleted it off of my DA a while back.
Oh, okay. Well, here just to give you a little show of what I was talking about with how I used to scan things and all that. Wait, I think it's still on here.
Oh, thank goodness, the recorder's still up. Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I hate looking at all this. This hurts.
Oh my gosh, when I used to draw back in the day, I used MS Paint. I had no tablet, so I just used the square, circle, and line tools.
Wow. Really? Wow.
Yeah. I even tried making a full-on slideshow thing of a guy suing 4Kids Entertainment for making bad dubs.
Huh.
It was an interesting time.
Okay, that sounds good.
And I used Windows default music that came with the program, that came with the computer when you got it. It was Windows Vista music. So typical music that you.
God, this thing is
like. Do you have Windows?
Yes.
Oh, which version?
I have 8. I have Windows 10 ready to go, but I don't know if I'm going to download it yet or not.
All right. But yeah, in Windows Vista they come with default music, and I've used that for my Windows Movie Maker stuff, and it was wow, what a treat.
Okay, so get ready for the most pathetic shit you've ever seen in your entire life, and I really don't mind if you yell at this. If you what the hell? Why isn't this working?
I'm not gonna upload this episode on YouTube. I'm gonna keep it as a SoundCloud as a bonus, but I'm curious.
Well, you can put the story on YouTube. That's fine. But
you know what? I'm gonna. I'm not gonna make it an icon for my SoundCloud thing. I'm not that cruel.
Oh no. This is. Oh god, I can't even believe
In
this.
fact, I'm probably gonna make the icon for the SoundCloud a funny Kim Possible picture or something. Come on. Show me the goods, please.
Oh, it did. Okay, that's weird. It kind of keyboard's acting up. Let's see. Oh god.
Okay. What the fuck?
I have no idea why I. Oh god, I hate that so much.
Holy. I. Uh, uh,
So like no one's seen that except you and I think one other person. So I'm like, I can't do that. I can't. It's so fucking bad.
that's art, man.
Oh god.
Deviant art. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this stuff's like DeviantArt. Like this
Trash.
is what it was.
So, but like, that's a dragon.
Well, hold on. I'll find the dragon part because.
Okay.
It's so terrible.
Ah.
Oh, I can't seem to.
You know, I will give you this. It looks like an art piece, at least. It's got
to an extent, in major quotes.
it's got consistent stuff. I can see what's going on. There's no.
Are you defending it? It's terrible.
I don't know. I
hate it so much. Okay, so here's a Danny Phantom one then that I did a long time ago. I don't know why I'm doing this, but well,
Okay.
just even understand how terrible it was.
You know, that's on the same level as Animated James, to be honest.
Animated James.
Oh, that guy. He's an animator. That's a jerk.
Let's see, Animated
James.
James.
Yeah, he does My Little Pony Sonic stuff, and I just found out he made fun of autistics, so he's an asshole. So.
Oh, this guy. What the hell? Why does he have a? Then why is? So then why does he have like a pony video then that's not making fun of ponies? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's trying to make post. He's trying to make fun of him, making fun of. He's trying his own style of humor so he could avoid haters, but it's not working.
Oh, here's his DeviantArt page.
Yeah, he does Sonic and My Little Pony stuff, and you know that Danny Phantom picture reminded me of him. So what you did was you traced.
Yeah. Not the Danny Phantom one. No, I think I did like freehand, but the other one, yes.
A freehand on the mouse. It's easy to emulate Butch Hartman with a mouse.
Oh no, this was on paper. Like I would draw on paper with a pencil, and then I would scan it.
Oh, okay.
With an old-fashioned scanner.
Okay. So the Kim Possible one was traced.
Yes.
Yeah, especially
then,
since
like,
Kim looks like she's looking at a crab that's out in the sand.
Exactly.
Wow, we're revisiting our childhoods right now. It's beautiful.
I hate looking at it every time.
Yeah, but
It's
at least
terrible.
you are here where you are now, and if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have gotten here.
Exactly. And then like most likely in the future I'll look at what I'm doing now and be like, wow, this is really terrible.
Man, DeviantArt back then was a treat.
And it still is. I mean, mainly I just use it now just because, you know, it is a decent enough place. I mean, well, it's better than Tumblr, that's for sure.
Really?
Well, yeah, because Tumblr, you have to rely on reblogs for people to see your stuff. With DeviantArt, your followers will see, or your watchers will see it nonetheless, because they'll always be in their thing.
Okay, yeah, that explains it. But I'm speaking in terms of community.
Well, community's kind of the same, really. At least that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, let's end the recording here, and I hope you all have thought about, had a little nostalgia attack of your childhoods where you drew recolored dragon princess Xenovab trace phobia.
And now you all know my dark secret. So
Yeah.
for all of my followers out there, I understand if you don't want to look at my art anymore.
We all have dark secrets of recoloring Sonic people, and it was a time to be alive. So I hope you've all had a great day, and remember, just because you are not good now doesn't mean you will not be good later.
Oh, and shameless plug, commissions are open.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Hey, you need money after all. Catch you later.
All right, see ya.